But it just feels it's so invigorating to bite into something and then see this fleshy texture of this pink sort of, oh, sorry, I just saw Bay, or, yeah, honestly, a Bay Area show was terrible. I'm sorry. Ray Pete honestly was cracked out. I'm not gonna lie. He was smoked for sure. But I mean, he had some good understandings. But I think that, I mean, look what Steve Jobs did following the Ray Pete method. I mean, he ate carrots for 3 months and thought he was gonna get rid of cancer by alkalizing his body, and it did not work. So do not follow Ray Pete. I think anyone who preaches a unipolar ideology, I think you should not follow. But
Start a hardcore band. Yeah, I'm going to start a hardcore band in my late 20s. Out of your mind. Best luck.
if I had a good leather jacket, none of them have ever fit how I want them to fit. I've never put on a jacket except for one jacket in Tokyo, a Saint Laurent or a Dior jacket, a Hedi Dior jacket in Tokyo that I didn't buy. That was the only jacket I've ever put on in my life where it actually fit me exactly how I wanted it to. But I've never owned one where I'm satisfied. I hate how I look in every piece of clothing. Do you like meeting fans? I don't have any fans. Can you say your Air One order again, please? I mean, I get hot water and lemon now. They give it to me for free because I'm a scumbag and I go there like every day. It's the only place I go. I work and then I get to go to Air One once a day. And I get to drive down Sunset and feel like I'm a part of society. Worst app on my phone. Every single one of them. There's not one helpful app. I hate all of them. Best mobile games. I don't play games. Never played a game. I don't do video games. I don't do phone games. No games. Absolutely not. I like architecture, although I need to know a lot more about it, but I have a good grasp and understanding. Lately, I've just been watching baseball videos. Like, there's a really good baseball YouTube community where it's like high school, like IMG Academy. It's like this crazy team in Florida, and it'll like have their games, or like the Shohei Ohtani era and the Dodgers. I don't know. I just like watching that. Or honestly, I've watched Dune 2. I bought it. I hated it, and I loved it, and I bought it, and I've watched it 7 times in the past month. So it's like 21 hours to Dune, but I think it's worth it. It's one of the most beautiful things that has come out of any sort of medium, I think, in the past 5 years or so. Where do you work? I don't know what the fuck Clash of Clans. Wake up. Wait, what's a no 9 to 5 look like? Wake up. Work. Continue to work. Tweak. Eat at like 7 or 8, and then potentially try to work more. I'm not really a Dodgers fan. I was a Rockies fan,
But I'm in LA now, so it is what it is. I'm just like a sports fan, I guess. I don't know. Thoughts on the Harkonnens? Honestly, I think the Harkonnens were pushed into a corner throughout centuries.
So I don't think it's completely their fault why they act the way they do, but yeah, eat once a day. Would you describe yourself as insufferable? No, but a lot of people online would, I think. I really don't. I don't care, though. In person, I think I'm less insufferable, to be honest, but you on the other side of the Maddie Healy coin. I don't even know who Maddie Healy is. Thoughts on steroids? Terrible. Anabolic steroids are so bad for your body. It's like injecting cocaine into every capillary of your build. Whenever premature heart attack, do steroids. And if you want to be estrogenic and if you want to be depleted of dopamine, topographically and just geologically, I think it's the best American city. It's like Jurassic Park. It's the coolest city I've been to in America. I was shocked at how cool it is, but obviously it's been obliterated by politics and this and that, and the vacuum of Silicon Valley. But I think it's beautiful. I have tons of tattoos, actually. I have a full back tattoo. Thoughts on Crush? I think Crush is a great song.
I think Crush is a great song. Have you been? His arm is blasted. Montana. Ungatekept. I don't know what you're talking about. Sextiles. I don't see.
I think I used to listen to them like 2016 or something, or 20, I can't remember, but I don't have an opinion on them. What the fridge look like? There's one drink in the fridge right now, but I refuse to drink it. It has to stay in there because it's the harbinger of the fridge. It's like the red guard outside the Queen's Castle, and it has to stay there forever, only to be used at a very, very important moment.
It's like an elixir, I feel like. And maybe if somebody ever comes over to my apartment one day, and they're very thirsty or their blood sugar is dropped wildly low, then I can break it out and revive them. Mason twists are the best core workout.
You wear that, Woody. Favorite Bresson film? KJ Rothweiler. Oh man, Brown Bunny is the greatest movie of all time. No, it's not. Brown Bunny is not. But I do think Brown Bunny is one of the greatest portraits of all time. Self-portraits, auto-portraits. I think it's brilliant in that way. One of the best films? Probably not. But in terms of one man's
vision for himself interpolated into a character is genius. Really remember the Help show? You yelled, you guys didn't gatekeep hard enough. Yeah, because it was ridiculous. The LA show, I walked out, and I'm like, there's so many people. This is psychotic. Like, they should be locked up. Like, what am I doing here? There's so many people. I'm like, you guys did not gatekeep this hard enough. Best animated film? I mean, probably one of the Studio Ghibli films, to be honest. I hate saying that because people are going to say, well, it should be Shrek or whatever. Were you ever into Death Grips? Of course. Who wasn't into Death Grips? If you weren't into Death Grips, you weren't alive or paying attention. Revenge of the Sith. Gotta be Howl's Moving Castle. Nah, Howl's Moving Castle is not the best Ghibli film. Even though I haven't seen two Ghiblis, but I fuck with Daft Punk. I go through phases with Daft Punk where I think they're so overrated, and then I go through phases where I think they're the best duo band of all time, so I don't know. No, Phoenix 1901 is not the Colorado sample. It is not. You guys are crazy. You think that I'm gonna sample that? If we sampled that, then they would own the song. Like we would never get that sample cleared. It would not be able to go on a major label. It would not be able to be streamed. That's crazy. It's not a 1901 sample. I will tell you though. Obviously that was a good inspiration for the layout. I was like, we're gonna do the synth stab, guitar lick, synth stab, guitar lick, like 1901, but not a sample. This is a bad take, but hot dog versus hamburger. Honestly, hot dog. Hot dog washes hamburger, and I know that's a bad take. I don't care. There is no OG Colorado sample. It's all play. There's no sampling in Colorado, actually. None. There's not one sample.
Thoughts on Sophie? Genius. Obviously, Sophie's a genius. Sometimes I think about Sophie and I'm like, oh, Sophie wasn't that good. And then I realized that she was making all this sounds herself on Mono Machine and like pioneering that Ableton sound design. So actually creating those sounds and not just using them from like a download pack or like seeing what others had done before is actually insane, I think. Collab with Echo. Yeah, okay. Oh. Just say who played on the track. I don't know what the fuck you mean. Thoughts on New Justice album? It's cute. I like two or three songs, but the rest of it I think is boring. But they're forever the best, so. Thoughts on Noah Dillon? I don't know who that is. Gear. I know you like the base station, but what else? This isn't a gear chat, but we're doing DAW right now. The DAW. That's all in DAW. Yeah, you guys are obsessed with net spend. Jeez. Thoughts on new Blade album? I thought it was cute. Well, there's some, I mean, he always does some good shit. He always does some cool stuff. If you had to kill someone in a self-defense situation, could you?
Definitely. I have so much pent-up anger and rage. I could definitely obliterate someone for sure. Thoughts on Queen Cement? And when's the other next? Got a lot of my swag from you. Glad to be of service. You should hire for, I can't read because my screen is broken in the middle. If I had a boat, what would I name her? I don't know. I hate boats. I hate boats, so I would never have a boat. Damn, Jack Bridger, that's a crazy reference. iPhone is broken. Menace. Drake or Kendrick, I can't talk about that. I can't do it. I absolutely can't do it. How many dogs do you do? I haven't had a hot dog in a long. I've had like a bite of just a dog, but I can't actually have a hot dog.
The photographers at Help shows. I hate all of them because it's not their fault, it's mine. I just hate having my photo taken nowadays. There was a period where I looked good, but I look terrible now, so I hate having my photograph taken, so I don't like it. Thoughts on Arts District? I don't know. Is Hall in the Cell based on you guys? I don't know. Read the book. Maybe you'll find out. Any thoughts on classical music? Okay, what do you mean? Do I like water? You know, come on. Noah Dillon, Mini Close Paul. Thoughts on music? Hate it. I love My Chemical Romance. Young Sheldon is better than this one. Nope. One thing everything should cut out of their diet: gluten and sugar. The classics. Why do I hate Dallas? I like the airport. I like the city construction, but I hate Texas. Young Sheldon. Snow Strippers, yeah, those are the homies, obviously. Music. Amen break. Hate it. Hate the amen break. Favorite medium? I don't know. The help isn't secretive. Just working. Who's your favorite? I can't. Vocalist of all time? I'm not gonna lie. I could answer that, but I'm not going to. Bob Dylan Club. I guess working on any projects. I can't read that. What's your opinion on the something pretentiousness allegations? It's just like people. I've talked about this before. People who want to play into the like millennial nerds versus jock thing. They want to talk about pretension. Pretension has nothing to do with, especially nowadays, has nothing to do with being unpleasant. The unpleasantness is only felt by the person's calling the other person pretentious because they feel inferior because the other person is smarter than them. That's all it is. So if you want to call me, that's what I think about that. That's some guys resonate with double. Do you still resonate with the double L and the help, for better or for worse? That's where we got. That's what I got. How do you like the idea of you? I don't know. Favorite candy bar? I really like Three Musketeers. Because I can eat, I haven't had it in so long, but you can eat the chocolate just off of the nougat part, and then you're just left with this very like this like very light wafer. I like the process of that. Jesus loves you. I hope so. Of course, Passion Bit's great. Passion Bit's the best. Do you like deer? I love obsessed with deer. Everyone at Show Servers Crowd SF was on something crazy. Wow, cool. Thoughts on Blade? Cool. Three Musketeers. I don't know. Why did you start beats on GarageBand? Because that's all I knew how to use.
I mean, and GarageBand, honestly, GarageBand is, or anybody who's used it, is so similar to Logic. So, it's really not much of a jump. The Tillman's album is pretty good. Good question. I think the Tillman's album is actually pretty good. Is there a future in instrumental based music? I don't know. There might I think there's a future in everything now, although the sentiment is going to be removed from everything, and it already is. Do you remember any names or will you forget? Memes? I don't know. Thoughts on mewing? Very positive. I cannot believe that it's become so mainstream, but yeah, it's the Mike Mew and John Mew, the father-son duo, who've sort of propagated and founded the idea of mewing. They're brilliant, and I've been following them for many, many years. Everybody's talking about MGK. I don't know who that is. I don't know who MGK is. Mewing is what got me my bad TMJ, or like, because I was doing it wrong many years ago. But I know all about it. What the Sigma? No. Go-to ice cream flavor, creamy rose water sorbet from Mashty Malone's. New Help, Sound once hit 30? No. I would come back to the Midwest. I would try to. Yeah, I don't even know how to say the guy's name. MKG? I don't know. I don't know who that is. I've tried craniosacral therapy, trust me. I've tried it all. I've tried all of it. Every fucking thing. Dallas or Austin? Oh no, I don't know. That's crazy, you got kicked out of the whiskey. It's crazy they would kick you out for stage diving when that's like the iconic punk rock and roll venue. Autism. NyQuil. I used to drink NyQuil to get drunk off of it when I was living in my car years ago. Is your jaw recessed from TMJ? And my face is definitely screwed up from it. I would be more attractive, and like no doubt, I'd be at least a full 1.5 more attractive if it weren't for the TMJ. But it is what it is. Thoughts on Chicago show? I hated the show we had in Chicago before. I thought it was terrible. But I like the city. Dream venue to perform at? No venue at all. Thoughts on Level 66, Genie? Very good point. Favorite U.S. state? I don't know. Thoughts on advice to talking to women? You're talking to the wrong guy for that, let me tell you. I don't know. I've never met a girl in my life. I've never talked to a girl in my entire life. I would not play at a backyard show. Really, really nice. Yeah. That was a song. Thoughts on living alone. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Thoughts on raw meat. You should cook that. Would you ever shave your head? No, I'd be the ugliest man on earth if I shaved my head. Devil's Playground. Still mad at you? Is Devil's Playground... I can't read that. I don't know. Thoughts on people calling grown men baby girl. I don't like that. The infantilization of the adult is ridiculous. Opinion on Alexander Dejanova. I wear his t-shirts. I don't know him. I think Chandler knows him. I don't really know him, but I have a couple of his t-shirts that I like quite a bit. Favorite Salem song, all of them. How much did you make on Hot Mess? How much did you off of Hot Mess? $0. It was a good experience though. I mean, Luke and I didn't make money off that. How to strengthen your bullshit radar. Just don't trust anyone ever. Julie Band. I really like Julie Band. I really like Julie Band. I don't know. I know the lead singer, or the singer, one of the singers rather, the girl in the band, Alex. I know. I really like her, and I like Dillon, but I don't really know him. But I think the band is sick. Favorite Dior Homme piece. I mean, honestly, the Napoleon jacket is just so classic, but it's not the best piece, but it's one of my favorites. Yeah, of course I listen to Zach Hill's solo music. He is a genius. He's an incredible musician. I don't know Team Alice, but I know what Team Alice is.
I like Base Victim. Thoughts on gas prices, too expensive. Thoughts on skateboarding, the coolest thing
America's invented, probably. Thoughts on the other Noah Dillon. I don't like that guy. He lost the plot. I cannot believe I have to share my name with a guy like that, especially a guy who's doing music. Like, no disrespect to him, but stop. Please stop. Please. Just find something else to do. Please. Can I book you to speak at my school? You can. The faculty has to. Like, it can't just be random. You know what I mean? It has to be, like, approved via the faculty, and they have to want me. It can't just be, like, mob rule, basically. Other no Dillon. Is it worth living in LA? No. Any tips on not going crazy? Nope. Will you ever return to Tumblr? Yep, I will. Thoughts on doom scrolling? I'm a victim of it. I want to die. There's another Noah Dillon visual artist. No, he's not really a visual artist. He has made art, but he's more of an art critic. And he's valid. He's valid. He's like older. I don't really know, but he's fine. But the Australian Noah Dillon, oh man. I'm not moving to Pomona. You're out of your mind. Become a professor. I will teach one eventually at a college one day, but we'll see. Who would win on a 1v1 basketball game, you or Hollis? Basketball is not my best sport. And I don't know if Hollis is athletic at all, but he's just so tall. And he's pretty quick. But I'm really quick. But I feel like he still might. I feel like he still might beat me. He's just too tall. Like. Advice for fans who come across your channel in the streets of LA. It's all good. Pull up. I mean, sometimes it's nice to see people who know me, just because I don't really talk to anybody during the days, but so it feels like I'm not a part of anything most of the time. But if I see someone who enjoys me or is a fan, quote unquote, it's kind of nice to remember that I'm valued. Like valued in a certain type of way. Thoughts on old people, I fuck with them. What's your something? Thoughts on Snapchat, hate it. Carlos Gonzalez, Colorado's Rockies legend. Big girls are super valid. I wrote you an email and I spiraled about Baratalia. It was silly. That's okay. We all act silly. I act silly every day. Me on this live right now, acting mad silly. You and Ian Connor, bro, what? You probably fuck with Ozempic. And I really don't, because it's a forced way of creating discipline that should be learned throughout time and understood intrinsically rather than being manufactured by a pill extrinsically into your body. I'm gonna vomit. Dodge Army is kind of brilliant, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so hot. I suddenly got so hot. You're so nice in person. Yeah, everybody thinks I'm angry and mean, which is true, but I'm honestly just a pretty nice guy. I just have opinions. I have convictions, and I got opinions. And I've worked hard for what I have, so if you hate me for that, do not care. Do you have Lockjaw? Do you like Skrillex? Yeah, he's a genius. What up? Thoughts on K-pop? The best. Twice? Best K-pop band. Love it. You're shy. Scrams is real. Thoughts on Young? Hate Young. I hate Young. Young, I hate. Worst. Never bring him up again. Never talk about him to me ever again. Scum of the earth. I just don't get Young. What is there to not get? I don't understand. Young is just so meta and so deep, and it strikes at the chord of Eastern, Western ideologies, and it's so important to really understand the Eastern tradition in a neo-capitalist society. Fuck out of here. Thoughts on Edgelord? I mean, I like Edgelord because it's Harmony Korine, but Harmony Korine and Arca, genius, both of them. Thoughts on Matthew Barney, the GOAT, the best. So important. So important. Thoughts on Rick Owens dunks? I mean, they're classic, but I couldn't wear them. Mainline Rams of Eric, then Eric Payne. So thoughts on World War? I don't know. Kill everybody. We all die. Yay, Mother Nature wins. I don't know. We go to heaven. Thoughts on going Instagram Live? Hate it. Me going on Instagram Live is like me like binge eating or like doing drugs. This is me doing heroin right now. I'm doing heroin. I go live, I'm doing heroin. So now I have to detox. After this, I gotta detox. And then I'll relapse. I'll do it again. But I'll try not to. I'll try real hard not to. Anyways, this is enough of this. I have to do something. I have to transfer some files. I've got to go to work. I've got to go to work. Absolutely. Sleep well, gentlemen. Sleep well.